to try it.
Now you want to be, now you're gonna be a man now.
Yeah, like I was like 17 that I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And it was a slope going down the hill. So we will be in the games intoxicated, and the games turn into chaos.
Yeah.
So I ended up going further than that and saying, you know, I saw that, you know, in my community, of the Latinos that I know, you know, they either drop out of school or they're just, you know, working in jobs and not getting a degree. So, I mean, friends that I know. So I felt bad about this. I wanted to be proactive. I said, I want to do something about it. You know, I always liked the inspirational movies. You know, like movies like Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Like in like the movie South Central, when the guy goes to prison and then, you know, in prison he reforms his life and then comes out to the community, and so I wanted to do something like this. So I started looking here and there, you know, what group, you know, and then I said, okay, you know, this group is towards this ethnicity or this nationality. I became curious, you know, and I wanted to be proactive, so I saw this group and I joined it because I
Now, was this some charitable organization you're talking about, or was this like Change the World organization, or what was this, like
it was
mafia? What was this?
No, it was named an organization, but really, you know, it was what the media portrayed to be. It was a gang.
Oh, so now when I introduced the show, I said, you know, we're going to talk to this brother whose life was kind of like a, what I say, you know, like a live action thriller. So now things get really, I mean, when you're talking about gangs, you got shootings, you got killings, you got drugs. Were you heading down that way? This is where things get exciting?
Yeah, they got crazy. And
tell us a little bit, without going into details, you know, so because there's a lot of people out there that think this is cool. You know, we part of familia now.
Yeah.
So they think this is the way to go, not knowing that, you know what, you either end up in jail or dead. So we don't want people to go down the direction, so they can connect with you, who are actually high up in the ranks, weren't you? Mm-hmm. And some of the crazy things that were going on.
I mean, well, the most. Did
you ever shot at?
No, I never shot at. I did have.
No, did you ever get shot at?
No, no, I never got shot at. I never shot. I mean, there was times where things were gonna take place, but it was something that I had the feeling I wanted to do it just because I was loyal, but somehow it never went down. And you know, I know that there, you know, within the organizations there were people that I had a friend who was very educated, but by the qadr of Allah, you know, the destiny of Allah, he happened to be raised without a father in a shelter.
Yeah.
But when he was in high school, he was a valedictorian.
Yeah.
But he ended up in the streets. So now, you know, he's supposedly my brother in this group, and he needed a place to stay, so I told him to stay in my house.
Yeah.
You know, but there were things that happened, you know, I'm going to say things that happened in 1 year span. And this is where there's that turn where I come in contact with Islam.
Let's hold right there. That's saying we got to go to a break.
Okay.
Hold your place. We'll be right back. Inshallah. God willing. Sit tight. We're back with more here on the Deen Show.
I just want to say, very simple message.
He is the maintainer.
One of the beautiful things about our religion of Islam is the emphasis on direct ritual and prayer to God directly. There is no intermediary.
The lights will go on after the party, and the party will end.
It's very simple and very clear. There are no superstitious rituals, no strange incantations.
Time is running out. We might not make it till tomorrow, and this is something that we need to think about.
Back here on the Deen Show with Daniel. Daniel, my brother. See, people, you know, they don't understand that there's a brotherhood here. We worship one God. Him alone, not what he created. And we pray together. We fast together. We do good things together. And we're brothers, isn't it? You could be from China. You could be from Japan. You could be from Puerto Rico. And we come together in Islam and we're brothers. Isn't that beautiful?
Correct, yep.
Yeah, so again, I'm excited that you're here with us. Now, before we get into this Islam, where you took a turn and you know, simply for our brothers in humanity, the not yet Muslims, I call them, people who potentially, like all of us, have this ability to submit to God. And this is what Islam is calling you to submit to the one God, not to a man or a woman, not to a messenger or a saint, but the one God who created all these things. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
So tell us now, before you took a turn in this beautiful direction, again, you were experiencing everything that the average person was experiencing. Was there any joy, fulfillment, peace in any of these things that you were
wasn't.
experiencing?
See, the one of the things that I would ask myself when I got into this group, I began to ask myself, what's my purpose in life? So